Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition
Dungeons and Dragons Show!
I'll have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we get into any of that, Nick, will you go ahead and kick off some player introductions?
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Tabaxi Sun Soul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, who is an elvish Circle of the Land druid.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Art, a Dragonborn fighter.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armor Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. So, quick rundown of those announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Throughout the campaign, we use a variety of custom items, custom monsters, custom species, etc. So be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits that you'll see all over the layout were done by Zyra Brittany. And you can find information about Zyra's Twitter down in the description. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, you can check out our campaign wiki at World Anvil. Finally, you can check the... Well, it's not finally, there's a few more. I don't know why I said finally. You can check the video description for links and info to everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to trans rights, Black Lives Matter, and Stop Asian Hate resources. We currently don't have any social media, but we are going to get something soon. So when we have that, we will let you know. So stay tuned. And now finally, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. Let's have that intro video. And welcome back. Previously, on Antiheroes Anonymous, the Silver Seekers have successfully broken Vert's father, Basil Oranglass, out of prison. And not just him, but also Adrix Estier and a handful of powerful new allies. However, not every escape from Greymantle Penitentiary that day went so well. The disgraced Dragonborn soldier Art also banded together with a group of prisoners in a bid for freedom. But their attempt ended in tragedy as all but Art himself met their end. The desperate fugitive headed for Amberhearth, the only place he knows he can find a friendly face to shelter him. And he arrives just in time to find the Seekers coming off a month of rest, preparing for the local festival. And that is where we will pick up today.
Oh.
I was going to let the theme play out, but it's longer than that. We won't do that.
Yeah.
And so... before we dive into Art arriving in Amberhearth, there was one event that happened during the last month that we forgot to cover. A very important event, one of eminent significance to the Silver Seekers, the birthday of Embers of White Ash. So before we dive into the actual arrival of Art, you guys want to talk about how you spent Embers' birthday during that month that we skipped?
I'm trying to remember, where do we pick up? What is the date today?
The date of Embers' birthday?
No, the date now.
Oh, the 35th of the month of Hammer. Okay. Embers' birthday was... Oh, shoot, maybe not the month of Hammer. Hold on. Just a second. Go to today. Yep, 35th of the month of Hammer.
Okay. So it would have been like early in that month.
I might have missed something. In my calendar.
There's on like the 75th of Hammer or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the 35th of the month of Hammer. It would be... I messed something up somewhere. Hold on. Let me check.
When is
Ember's
Ember's birthday?
That's what I'm gonna go find out right now. Come on, it's here somewhere.
It's not in Sun. I don't know what's.
I could have sworn it was in Sun, which is why
Yeah.
I think I skipped the extra
you
month.
skipped I?
Yeah, I think I skipped I. Somehow.
No, Ember's birthday is 10th of Hammer.
Is it?
Yeah, according to the calendar on our
World
World
Anvil
Anvil
site.
page.
10th of Hammer it is then.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
How does she not have a birthday in Sun?
That's what I thought, and so I was freaking out because I was like,
Yeah.
wait, Sun was 2 back. How did this happen?
Yeah. I don't remember why I put it in him. I think there was some reason.
Cool.
Anyway. I'm trying to figure out if this would have been during the sojourn to Erudition or not.
Oh, would you have even been at home?
Yeah, I might not have been home.
What? You said it's the 25th?
Yeah.
Right now?
It is the 35th.
Yeah.
35th. Oh,
It was probably right before your departure then, I'd say.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe we celebrated and then you went.
Yeah. Or, you know what I would prefer, honestly? Is just say, it happened then, and I was like, I'll celebrate it later. It's being observed during the festival.
Or you were like, oh, I'm going to be gone.
Yeah.
And we were like, Elwyn was like, well, that won't do. And she spends most of the time that you're away, in addition to the other mundane things she was doing, decking out a surprise party, inviting everyone in town, so that when Embers comes back, there's this huge surprise, welcome home and belated birthday.
Oh, I don't think she does well with that.
I have a question for you. Did you invite Lavinia Cherry Cheeks, the captain of the Imperial Wardens?
Can't remember if we like
her and Embers do not get along.
Yeah, then I would not have.
Okay. So the one person in town you didn't invite.
No, I mean I say everyone, but like obviously it's going to be a gathering of people that Elwyn is pretty sure Embers either likes or can tolerate.
Which is pretty much everyone except Lavinia.
Yeah, so I mean, it would be our contacts.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have had it because I like Amber Keys, but it's not big enough for a party of that size. We don't have the budget for a party of that size.
Well, I mean, it was still kind of at the tail end of summer, so like you could have put out like a big pavilion
big
type
outdoor
thing.
Pavilion, barbecues going, and
It could have been held at the Amber Hearth, or like at the Hearth
Hold.
No, the Hearth Hall.
Hearth Hall, yes, is the city hall.
Well, but I wanted it to be like you came home and there was just
it's
it's beautiful and decked out, and there's banners and decorations everywhere, and like.
I think Embers is like really touched.
Yeah.
And like surprised at first and a little bit startled at first.
Yeah.
But once it sinks in, it's like, oh, this was actually a really nice thing that my friends did for me.
And Nora, I think, would cater the event.
Yes.
They maybe keep Molo in like the back in the kitchen for this event.
And I think that Elwyn's gift to you is a really nice, like, porcelain bowl, like, for your milk.
Oh no! Oh no!
And, like, with a wink, like, knowing that it's, but it's got like little like suns and snowflakes and stuff on it.
Pretty.
It's for your milk. And then there's also like a sewing kit in there. Just like, here you go.
So I had a birthday present. It'd be does Embers, I mean, she takes around that, is it a journal or like a it's the journal, right? It's like tattered and stuff.
It's not in great shape.
So Vert was gonna like not rebind it for you, obviously, but like get you like a nice cover, like a nice like leather bound cover that has like jewel, like he's a jeweler, so he can some nice like sun inspired like colors and jewels into it, and then give that to you so you can kind of protect your journal that you carry around with you.
This is very nice, thank you. They're both nice. I really appreciate both of them.
Okay, you don't have to lie if you don't like it. And you can go and have some alone time if you need it. I know this was a lot.
Maybe later. I'm not that bad about
Well, there's no pressure
Socializing.
to talk to anyone. If you want to just listen to people talk, that's okay.
No, I'm not bad at socializing.
Okay.
trying to think what Torin would have gotten you as a present, because he absolutely would have gotten you something.
All eyes.
It's tough because I'm like Torin. What would Torin get? And
Would
my
he be
brain's like,
thoughtful or like kind of, I don't know, muscle brained about it? Like
I feel like he'd try to be thoughtful but end up in muscle brained. You know,
Which one
like
do you
his first thought is, I'll get her a really nice weapon.
or like
Right.
a
She
doesn't
armor
use
or something.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets like a training dummy.
I
or
know.
something, or-
He gets you like a nice set of like fingerless leather gloves.
Okay.
Yeah, that are kind of in the same color as the outfit you used to wear.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's what he'll get you. Yeah, and it sounds like a lovely birthday is had by all.
Just have a nice meal, your favorite foods. Only your favorite food.
Yay.
And lots of fish and lots of milk
Which
and lots
is
of
Nora's
ale
specialty. So.
and wine and every good thing.
All right. And with that, we'll flash back forward to where we left off, which is with the arrival of a certain Dragonborn in Amberhearth. Now, Amberhearth, as you're kind of standing on the hill overlooking this city, it's too big to be called a town, but almost too small to be called a city. And it is just this quaint little settlement nestled in between rolling hills, and you can see kind of surrounding it, there's a lot of farmland of like wheat and corn and things like that. And then it has this nice big lake to the northeast of it that kind of reflects the sun on this sort of like crisp fall day. And you can see that the town is just bustling with activity. And as you get close, you can see that there are banners and things set up for the Amberhearth Restoration Festival. And it looks like it's early in the morning when you kind of arrive, but it looks like people are already starting to like start up festival activities. Like you've arrived at the start of the festival.
I think he's a little, Art's a little excited by this. He hasn't seen people in such a positive context in a while.
Such a festive mood.
Yeah.
You probably passed through a few towns like on your way here, but then it was things like find an inn and then move on the next day.
Yeah.
That said, though, would you roll me a d10?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the tiniest dice I've ever seen.
That's a 4.
Okay.
Did that come with a magnifying glass?
They're surprisingly easier to read than these.
That's really funny.
Second. Okay, here we go. Where is my... Oh, it's in my Amberhearth. No, that's... For my rumors table. You said a 4?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, the rumors.
Rumors.
Oh, this is interesting. When you get to like one of the towns nearest to Amberhearth, you overhear as you're kind of passing through a mother scolding her children, and she says, "Now, how many times have I told you children not to play up by that old quarry? Scouts from that shovel-sharp citadel have reported sightings of this huge slithering monster living in the woods, and I'll not have you going up there and getting eaten by a monster, not on my watch. It's too dangerous for kids like you. If you want to play in the water, go to Lake Solstig instead." And you just overhear this as you're kind of passing through the city.
Where was this again?
Up by the old quarry. In the woods up by the old quarry.
Okay. Huh. I think he makes a mental note of that.
Yeah.
It's like, but checking out. I think he'll take in the city, the festivities, But also, there's a concern now of like, oh, am I gonna be able to find the person I'm looking for?
Yeah. Well, as you approach kind of the entrance to the city, and I think you'd probably come at it from, there's like a southern road that leads into it. There's actually a ticket booth set up there, and it looks like people are coming in from like surrounding towns, and like stopping at this ticket booth and then going into the festival.
Okay. Do I have any way of knowing if Embers is a part of these festivities or anything like that? Also, at this point, have I heard about the Silver Seekers as a group?
Yes, I think you would have, in one of the like really nearby towns, you would have picked up like a local copy of a newspaper called the Hearth Herald that has an interview with the Silver Seekers, and Embers was like one of the people quoted in the interview.
Okay, perfect. So, I guess I'll go up to the ticket booth and see if I can ask for information.
I'm just trying to pull up my ticket booth character here. Trying to remember what his name is. Right. So there's a middle-aged centaur man who's kind of manning the ticket booth, and he's got the hair of his body is like gray and it's spotted with black spots on his lower back. His skin for the human part of him is kind of like, it's fair and light but with like rosy undertones, and then he's got light blue eyes and a hairless face with like a long mane of white hair that he wears down his back in a braid. And he's wearing this like marigold colored apron over his clothes. And as you come up, he kind of greets you and says, "Well, hello! Welcome to Amber Hearth. I am Phileas. Many people here call me Old Phil. I see that you're not a resident, but here to participate in the festival. You're welcome."
Hi, thank you so much for that warm welcome. I was wondering if I could ask you, do you happen to know if the Silver Seekers will be making an appearance at this festival?
Ah, yes, you must have heard the rumors of our local heroes. Yes, I do believe they are participating in the festival. You see, and he kind of points up towards the northeast, and you can see just in the distance there's like a big keep that rests atop a hill kind of overlooking the rest of the city. I mean, he says, "Now that's the Amber Hold. They recently came into possession of it. The keep's old owner passed away. And yes, they've been living up there, and I believe they are putting on some sort of event in their very own keep."
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. How much are tickets? Oh, bye.
He kind of gets a grin and he says, "Now we don't make any of our residents pay. It's kind of a rule we have here in town. But since you're not from here, it is a mere 5 silver pieces for a ticket." And he kind of extends one towards you.
I give them.
Yep. And as you look at it, it's got basically like 8 punches on it. And he says, "Now you'll notice there are 8 punches per ticket. Each one of these punches should get you into one of the events. If you need another ticket beyond this to do more events, you're more than welcome to purchase another."
Great. Thank you so much. And I think with that, I'll make my way to the keep if that's...
Yeah, there's not many people are headed that direction just yet. So you kind of have, there's a little bit of a walk between the city and the keep itself. It's probably like, I don't know, like a 10-15 minute walk. Silver Seekers, have you done anything to decorate the walk between the town and the keep for your event?
No, I imagine what you have.
I don't think so.
Oh. What?
Sorry. I thought
you
you
just said the exact opposite thing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
Yes, we're going with that answer.
I don't see why we wouldn't have.
Yes. I misunderstood what you said. And I thought I was hearing it.
I think Elwyn would have.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sorry. I forgot a couple things that have to happen at the entryway.
Oh, okay.
Once you have your ticket and kind of get into the city itself, you're also presented with two other things. At admission, here they are. Can you roll me a D100?
Ooh.
Ethan,
Yep.
think about just leaving it on this for a moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a what you would probably recognize as a drow man. He's got straight combed back white hair with its tips dyed black. And he's got kind of a short, trendy white beard and these lilac eyes. And he's dressed up in this like purple lavender suit that looks very expensive, and has a number of rings on his fingers, and he's also carrying this like amethyst tipped cane that he has opened up into like a sun parasol, and he's got these dark shades that he's wearing on his face. And he's running a booth that's like just inside. It's one of two that you kind of have to pass through to get into the festival. And he kind of calls you over and says, hello, representative of the, what are they called? It's one of the Merchants Guilds, but I can't remember what they're called. Basically, the Merchants and Traders Guild. Representative of the Merchants and Traders Guild here. My name is Valeris Duoth. We're running a little game at this festival. Participate at your leisure, or don't. And he hands you a... You rolled a 16?
Yeah.
A bright green feather. And he says, now, this is a very special item. You will find booths set up throughout the festival for the Merchants and Traders Guild at every major location within the festival. At each stop, you must attempt to trade your item for another one. And the person with the most successful trades at the end of the festival will be crowned the winner of this event.
He doesn't say that, but I think that's so cute. He's like, oh, sure, great. How do I go? How do I go about these trades? Do I just ask?
Well, you could try asking, you could try negotiating, bargaining, any manner of diplomacy at your disposal. Your means is up to you. And he kind of gives you a little wink, but you can't see that behind the sunglasses, I guess. Maybe he lowers them and then winks at you a little bit.
Oh, that's fun. Can I go to another booth to try to trade my...
You can, but there's one other thing that happens at admission, which is... I just have to look up so many characters. This one, there's this little child who looks almost like a rabbit person. And this child has like the floppy kind of rabbit's ears, and is like white with brown spots. And they're running a booth right at the entryway. And when you go by, they kind of shyly hand you a little something.
What are they handing?
It looks like a wooden box, but more complicated. And can you actually roll? Well, you've been in prison for like 6 years.
Yeah.
You might not know what it is supposed to look like, but it's definitely like a weird shaped box.
And you said it was the kid that hands me this? Thank you so much. This is lovely. What is it?
It's a camera, but it's not a camera. It's a fake camera.
What's a camera?
Oh, they make instant paintings.
Whoa!
But this one doesn't
Really?
do that. Don't get excited.
He clutches it to his chest and is just very excited to be shown.
The kid kind of reaches up and takes it back and opens up the back and then pulls out a piece of paper inside. There's a paper inside, and as you look at it, there's like several circles on it. And the kid says, there's circles on one side and then like a list of things on the back. And then the kid says, look for the list, look for the things in the list, and when you find them, you'll get a stamp. Get a lot of stamps and you win.
This is so cute. I think Art is just tickled at the level of cuteness and just sense of like normalcy that this is giving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hasn't had that in hot
Oh,
second.
and I'm supposed to call you my ace reporter.
Ace reporter?
Yeah, you have to find the scoop on all of these things. Yes.
The scoop.
Mm-hmm. All the things on the back in the list.
I look at the list. What does the list say?
A wizard duel, 2 knights enjoying a pint, a rogue arrested for thievery, a bard serenading a goblin king, a food fight between 2 kobolds, and the list goes on.
I'm gonna say he just laughs at the list. I hope I don't scare the kid. But like,
Yeah, he jumps like 4 feet in the air because he's a rabbit cookies.
I'm gonna say that Art has a very loud, like boisterous kind of laugh, and he'll look at the kid and say, "Thank you so much for guiding me on this adventure. I will be sure to report back as your ace."
Ace reporter.
Ace
Yeah.
reporter, yes.
Good luck, Ace reporter. The Hearth Herald commends your service.
And he'll like salute them back.
Cute. Yeah, so basically anytime you're traveling between like 2 locations at the festival, you could roll a perception check to try and find one of these scenes.
Oh my God.
Cute. Wait, I love that. Wait, can I do one now?
Yeah, because you're traveling to the keep. Roll
Yay.
a perception check.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, snap. What does that add up to?
Perception 25.
Okay. As you're kind of headed up towards the keep, on the outskirts of town, you're looking around and taking in the whole of the city, and you spot something on a nearby rooftop. It's 2 more of these, like, rabbit folk children, and they are up on one of the roofs, like a very flat roof, so it's not like they're in danger of falling or anything like that. One of them is dressed in like this gorgeous pink dress, and she has like a little tiara on her head that kind of settles between the ears, and she has this gleaming silvery looking sword in her hand. And then the other one is dressed up in like basically a kigurumi of a dragon, like a red dragon, and is menacing her. And as you watch, this princess rabbit folk just kind of stabs the dragon with the sword, and then it just very dramatically pretends to die and like fall out of sight on the roof. And you can cross off a princess slaying a dragon.
And I'm gonna clap. And be like, yay!
And when she sees you clapping, the princess kind of like picks up her dress and kind of goes down a set of stairs and stamps your sheep for you.
Oh, cute! I love
With
that.
a little stamp in the shape of a princess rabbit.
Oh.
That's so cute. I'm gonna cry.
Best.
I'm gonna say that after this, Art is very excited, so maybe the trek to the keep takes a little longer because he keeps getting a little sidetracked. I'm like, oh wait, what's that over there? Oh wait, what's that over there?
And for the Silver Seekers, just so you know, each of you also has one of these like hole punch tickets with 8 punches, as well as a camera. It's just like a wooden box made to look like a camera, and an item to trade.
Okay.
If you go beyond the 8 punches on the first ticket and want to do more things, you can buy another ticket. But the citizens of the town get their first ticket for free.
Oh, we each got one.
Would each of you roll me a D100 to see what your item is that you have to trade?
Oops. 91.
Oh, wow. Embers, you have a needle that never bends.
I don't think she'll ever want to trade it.
No, if I'm going to trade this.
You can just swap it for one of your needles?
Yeah.
89.
89. You have a vial of dragon blood, in quotes.
I hope mine's a needle that always bends. I got 35.
You have a white sequined glove sized for a human.
What's a white what glove?
Sequined glove.
Sequined glove.
Yep. I'm just rolling on the trinkets table.
I don't know what
I
that is.
I feel like that's come up, though.
It might have.
Was it with Harmony? A white sequin glove for some reason?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway.
So what does Art see as he heads up the pathway to the keep? I'll switch the music to something more appropriate.
I was looking at my spell list, and I have this spell called Shape Plants,
Yes.
and I can use it to alter plants, but the transformation only lasts an hour, unless I can use Speak with Plants and convince the plants to retain their shape for a longer time. So, my pitch is the trees lining the walkway. I would have changed them to make them wither, look more like haunted wood type trees. Lose their leaves, have jagged branches, and maybe hollows in their trunks that look like faces, like Lost Wood style. Right? Leading up to... So it just looks really desolate and kind of barren on the walk up. Spooky.
Not like a transition as it's going up?
Yeah. So the closer you get to the keep, the more withered and haunted these trees look. And then I would have asked them, now listen, I'll turn you back after, I promise. But this is going to be great. It's all for the festival. And I'll make sure to give you a lot of extra sustenance afterward. And you think you can hold on to this form for like a day? Please.
You roll me a very low DC persuasion check.
And this actually I would have asked for like a couple days, because I think I only can cast the spell like twice a day, so I probably would have done it like the previous day to test it out and stuff, or in the week leading up. So anyway, can you please hold it for a few days, just until the festival's over? It's gonna be wonderful, I promise. Ooh, yes. Persuasion, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion. Yeah, so that is 23.
We will even rustle and encourage crows to fly from our branches as the patrons arrive.
Oh, wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's perfect. Delightful.
I do have a question. How does this contrast with what I see in the rest of like the town city?
It seems like you've left to a different place, because down in the town it's like
so lively.
it's like almost harvest season, and this is a farming town. So like
Yeah.
down in the town, as you were coming in, there were just fields and fields of like grain and wheat and corn and like all these other vegetables and things like that are just like near ready for harvest. And then you come up here and the trees are withered and dead, and as you pass, one of them rustles in a wind that doesn't exist, and crows fly out right by your head.
100% like grabbing the hilt of his sword. He's just ready.
So I also have a bunch of magical tinkering things that I can make too. So I would kind of litter those around.
How
Do
many
they
do
make-
you have it active at once?
4.
Because I thought you were going to save that up here.
Yeah, I can do some of that too. But
If you want to save yours for your floor, Basil can help with this
Oh yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
because
I
he
like
can
that.
do similar things.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
great. Yeah.
So what sort of effects would they have?
I think like creature noises and stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
things that you
Like
you
wolf
know,
howls.
Yeah, exactly. Like wolf howls or like just anything that you can imagine. Like maybe even like visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we could make like the sky like darken a little bit or like have like kind of like have like a mist or something like that. Kind
A
of
mist
seeping
would be
through.
more doable.
Yeah. So just stuff like that to make it like more spooky, you know, like
Yeah, there's like a low mist.
Like a
clinging
fog
to the-
machine.
Yeah.
Like a fog machine.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
a low mist that seems to be
Hiding in, like, the
rolling down the
bushes.
hill from the
Yeah,
keep.
yeah.
And occasionally you just hear a wolf howl.
Artfully does not know what's going on. He's ready for like a battle. Maybe something happened in this keep. Like
But it's
someone's
like
in trouble.
it's like a bright, sunny, crisp fall day.
Can I roll like? Can you roll like a perception check or something to
Yeah.
kind of like try to gauge like, is something bad going on here? I hope I fail this. Like legit.
You can choose to fail stuff.
That's not as fun though.
No, that's 22. I can't net. 17 plus 5.
22.
Yep.
Thank you.
I mean, you tell me what he would see with that. I assume he might spot some of the devices.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would, at least with assuming that Basil's spell save DC
Yeah.
is similar to mine
Assume
or
it's
whatever.
the same.
Yeah, then you'd be able to tell there's no wolves. Like it's just
Okay,
it's
okay.
just for
okay.
just for effect, and you could probably see where like the mist is coming from, like
Mhm.
Ethan was saying.
Okay, cool. So now he's less on edge. He loosened his grip on the sword. It's still like close by, and he doesn't think anyone's in danger, but he's just very confused. I'm like, what is happening? And he looks behind him and sees like the city being like lively and bustling and stuff, and looks back and does it again.
Yeah.
Like, huh. This is weird. Yeah, he'll keep making his way up.
Okay.
Does anything jump out at me or something?
Not on the walk up.
Oh!
You arrive at a stone keep, and it's kind of squarish in shape, but it looks like it goes up maybe 3 stories, and there's something on the rooftop, but you can't really tell what. Maybe like there's some sort of structure up there. Yeah, and it's just this kind of stone building, but would there be any sort of like signage or anything on the entryway?
I think there probably would be, just to tell people, don't worry, it's part of the festival. Like, we're gonna take it over.
Like a skeletal hand with like a finger pointing towards the door or something.
I mean,
Something really
I think
obvious.
there would be like a banner that says
Yeah.
like welcome to the Amber Keep, like home of the dead, enter at your own peril, and then there will be a sign next to it that says, if you can make it, if you have the courage to brave your way to the rooftop of the building, there will be a prize waiting for you at the top. Enter at your own risk.
Fully takes us as a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I have
Well,
courage.
Right?
Which one of our hirelings is sitting here waiting to stamp tickets?
Always Torin.
No, it's not Torrent.
I was gonna say Izzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Izzy
Okay.
too. If she'd do it.
She'll do it because there's money involved.
She
So-
looks like the most like
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
the most bored carnival like attraction attendee ever.
I will tell you what you're greeted by if you give me just a second to find my characters
So
here.
are we gonna have this thing open all day, or is it like just a nighttime activity?
Hey, right?
Yeah,
For the duration of the festival.
I don't know if it's the duration of the festival because we got it. Like,
Yeah.
we're the ones manning it. I think maybe it's only open today.
You guys,
Well, oh yeah.
you guys
How
could
long
do
is the
it. You could do it for like a couple hours and then
Oh yeah.
close it for a bit to go.
Yeah,
out
how
and
long
do
is the festival? I
It's
thought
2
it was
days.
Just, oh, it's 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So at the door, ready to take your ticket, is a hobgoblin woman. Let's see. She looks to be around 30 or so. She's got cherry red skin, pointed ears, glossy black hair, which she wears in kind of like a sharp angled bob, and has a section of that hair dyed in like a series of colors like blue, red, green, white, and black. And she's dressed. Would you guys have put her in costume?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's she dressed as?
What's
Well, I already had an idea for myself. So.
Are you the first floor?
Yeah,
Yeah. So what's the theme of your floor? It would be in theme with your floor.
a dungeon.
Okay, so she's dressed like a jailer or
like
something
a
like
jailer
that.
or
Like
a
she's got,
guard.
Yeah, she could be like a guard or
as you approach,
like a haunted dungeon,
she like
yeah.
rattles her keys at you. She's got like a ring of rusty keys. Enter if you dare. Gosh, this is so lame. Just let me punch your ticket. I can't say it with a straight face. And then as she's like crumbling and unable to say it with a straight face, another figure comes out of the keep. This one is completely mismatched to Izzy. This person is what looks to be a person comprised of grayish-purple mushroom stalks. Their head is covered in like frilly, transparent white fungi that almost resembles like bushy, curly hair. And when they come outside, they've got a big umbrella that they put over their head as well, and they kind of like duck away from the sun. But they come out just like full of energy and like basically like body slam into the other person. I'm so excited for the festival! Except for you don't hear anything because they don't say that out loud.
That's right.
So I just see them body
That's
slamming
the energy-
into
that's the energy they
this
have.
girl.
Yep.
Exciting energy.
And then when they kind of body slam into the girl, and then they stand back up, but the other person just kind of like lays on the ground. And the fungus person kind of looks at you and sees you for the first time, and then just like kind of scrunches inward for a second, and then poof, there's this big poof outward, and you are engulfed in mushroom spores.
Does this have any effect on me?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
When the spores clear and you can see again, this person is standing in front of you like way too close, like right up in your face, with like a big smile on their face. Hi, I'm Tremella.
Hi.
Are you our first customer? Welcome,
Yes.
welcome. It's so spooky in there.
What is that?
It's a haunted house.
Ah, I see.
Which I learned about for the first time for this festival.
Ah.
Also, I learned about festivals for the first time.
Huh. Is Embers here?
No.
No?
Only the very spooky guardians of the house.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure, roll an insight check.
That's a natural one.
Oh
I fully believe Embers is not here.
no! Just turn around and walk away.
I think I start to turn around. Oh, my mistake.
Wait. She's totally here.
Oh.
By the way, it occurs to you now as you like spend that time like trying to like get insight into this person. They aren't speaking out loud. You're hearing the voice kind of directly in your mind.
Oh. How are you doing that?
Doing what?
Talking without talking?
Oh, yeah, everyone else in town has been really confused by that too. I don't know, it seemed pretty normal to me. The spores. You breathed in some spores, and now they're in your head and I can talk to you.
Art has a concerned look in his face.
Oh, don't worry, they won't hurt you. I do have some spores that have some other effects, but these ones just let us talk.
Cool. So Embers is here.
No. she says, they say no, but then like nod their head.
Got it. Okay, so how does this work? Do I just walk in and try to get to the top?
The other person kind of stands up and physically pushes Tremella aside. Don't mind them. Mellows a lot. They're new. Yes. Be brave enough to make it to the top, and you shall be rewarded.
He nods, and he's like, okay, yes, I am brave. I will brave your haunted house.
Look, I don't care. I'm just being paid to sit here. Just go in.
He makes his way in.
Okay. How do you guys want to do this? Do you want me to pull up the map? I did set it up for dynamic lighting.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
I wish the listeners could see the excitement I just saw in your face, just like beaming, like, ooh.
I'm so excited.
How do I... I have these maps in a separate folder, but I don't know how to move the bookmark into that folder. It's not working.
I don't know.
Oh, move party here. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong one though. This is the one we want.
These two people I interacted with, they work for the Silver Sea.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
I know. They're a
Zach,
lot.
you're going to want to scroll
They're
down
great.
to the south. You set foot into what looks like a large foyer area. There's a stairway going directly up. You can see, would all the doors and things be closed?
I think some of them would be like, it'd be kind of like some would be closed, some would be like kind of like creaking open and closed, you know, and then maybe you hear like some window, like wind slapping noises of like the wooden frames or whatever.
Yeah, you can see doorways leading into the house, or into rooms in the house, and then there also seem to be hallways to the left and right.
Then we'll also take some of the aesthetic from the Bay version, where maybe there's like some like crying sounds echoing and stuff, and like some, yeah, some stuff.
Just wails echoing down the corridors.
Let me see. I think he would try to go up to see. Does anything stop me?
Yeah, so right when you try and climb the stairs, all the stairs just into a ramp and you just start sliding back down. So you make a dex save.
Okay.
And you're looking for a DC, for all of these, DC 15.
14.
Yeah. So you're unable to get your footing in time, and it just like flattens, and then you slide down.
That's a cool feature for the keep. I hope you keep it.
It's pretty good.
I have been thinking of how to make it a very
The
defensible
security is-
interior.
Yeah, security feature.
That one's real.
He grunts, picks himself back up, and is like, okay, I guess I can't go that way. He'll go left.
There's a door there that's kind of creaking open and closed.
I'll check that out.
Okay. Let me... Oh, I have to get on the lighting layer, don't I? No, I don't. I can do it from this layer. Okay. You see a sitting room with a writing desk at the back and bookshelves, and there's a fireplace on one of the walls. What's going on in here, Zach?
Yeah, so you get like that all the ambient noises of like the, I guess there's no windows in this one. Maybe there's like a ghostly presence in the fireplace. As you enter the door, it like, you know, what's happening is it sets something off, and like this like ghostly figure starts reaching towards you and creeping towards where you came from.
The thing is, though, if I don't know that this isn't a menace to me, I will attack it.
Then roll initiative. Fight the Myst. I mean, you can swing at it.
Yeah, I think I take a. How close does it get to me? Like fully
it's
on
coming
me?
right next to you.
Oh yeah, I will take a swing at
It's
it.
gonna start grabbing around you.
Roll an attack. Don't look at me. He's your DM right now.
You're sitting at the table with.
Oh, that's another
DMs.
natural one. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So I think what happens is that you swing your weapon, your sword.
Yeah, my long sword.
Yeah. So your sword just passes through this, having no effectiveness whatsoever.
Okay, but at that point the thing is on me.
It's like wrapping around you. Yeah.
How does it feel?
But it doesn't feel like anything.
Oh.
So you know that you're not like grappled. You're not restrained in any way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you just walk through it. It's just an effect.
So I think I have a moment of like, huh?
Yeah, and it's like
Just can I touch me because it's touching me, and I'm just like,
You hear one of those wails from the hallway.
I'll go check that out. He's so very confused at like this place and why. He has been in jail for the last 6 years, but also like before that he was a soldier for decades. So
this is turning out all types of PTSD for you.
Yeah, it's like what's happening? Why?
Yeah.
As you kind of make your way towards the left hallway, there's also like a small chamber just to the south that looks like kind of a storage area. Is there anything special going on in there, Zach?
Yeah, so are you going down this hallway?
Yeah.
Or wait,
Oh,
the hallway or that? Let me
up. Yeah, I'd be going up.
You want to go up and not into the storage area?
No, I think I would go directly to that room that I see.
Which one's this one? This is just the
storage room.
Storage room?
Yeah.
Oh, that one would actually probably be closed, so we don't people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's
sorry.
kind of it's curtained off.
I thought that was the stairwell. No, you're good.
Gotcha.
So if you're gonna go up there, then like once you pass that corner, you hear like something like a heavy thing kind of like walking towards you.
Can I percept?
Like heavy footsteps.
Can I percept?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. This is really like it's either like really high or really low. There's no in between in these rolls.
I know how that
That's
goes.
19 plus 5, 24.
Okay. So yeah, you see this thing All right. So you see these two eyes turn on, and this like wooden construction walking towards you, menacing, coming towards you, arms forward. What do you do?
With that perception check, I just know that there's this thing coming at me.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's like good or bad.
It's locked on you. You know that it's locked on you and it's closing in.
Yeah. Me as a player, I don't want to break your shit. Art is fully ready to attack.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
okay.
You want to attack it? That's fine.
Yeah. Oh god. What should be?
I don't have a stat block or anything.
Okay, that's in the.
So we'll just.
One.
Yeah. Are you trying to break it?
I don't think I'm trying to break it. I'm trying to like protect myself. So just
Okay.
I like swing my sword at it and put my shield up. Just like.
Like, are you trying to like actually damage this thing, or are you just trying to like shove it or something, like push it away, or?
Be honest.
He's trying to at least damage it. Yeah.
Okay. This thing was not built for being durable or taking a reasonable attack. So I think what happens, like your trained like abilities are way too much for this thing. And, like you just like you maybe not try and like actually like destroy it, but it's like you just like shear it like in half basically. It just like kind of falls apart, and you can like see some of like it just like falls apart, kind of like just dead. Like it's not functioning anymore. Like these wooden parts just kind of fall apart.
Okay, I think seeing this, he kind of starts to get the idea of like, oh, I don't think I was in any actual danger, and I think he feels a little embarrassed at this point. He's like, oh, I need to chill. Is the conclusion here.
Yeah.
Is there anything else at the end of that hallway?
There is.
Oh, I mean, not for me. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, as you make your way forward, you see a stone spiral stairway going upward and then another hallway continuing to the right. Did you cover up the stairs going downward?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then as you get to this last stretch, you need to make another deck save.
Ooh, okay. Ugh. 5.
So the ground opens up beneath you, and there's a pit. It's a pitfall trap where you like fall like less than 2 feet, and then there's like a bunch of ropes that kind of catch you.
Yeah.
But you still like drop for like a quarter of a second, like whew.
So your stomach does that lurch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you land like totally fine, just on a bunch of ropes.
He
that
fully
are, like, kind of
panics
cross.
for that like fraction of a second. He's like, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Again, feels a little silly.
And then you hear, when that happens, you hear like a laughing noise, like mocking. Yeah. A mocking laugh.
Don't like it here.
We're making a great first impression.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, you could go up these stone stairs, the spiraling stone staircase, or you could proceed to the right and see what's that way.
I think he'll try to go up.
Okay.
Listen, that little girl said, "You have the courage. You can make it to the top." He took that very seriously, and also like looking for embers.
Yeah,
It
I'm
goes up
not
just
gonna
fine?
stop you from going up the stairs.
Okay.
So you can go upstairs. These stairs. The other ones, I don't think so.
That was incredible.
You're in completely the wrong spot. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'll close my
Also
eyes.
Take a second.
Okay, there we go. You're in the right place now.
Okay.
You notice that these stairs continue upward, but there's like that they're like locked off. There's like a padlock.
Okay.
And there's like a note just sort of like written on the ceiling here. That says the key is hidden on this floor. If you can brave the Silver Stalker.
Once again, tensed a little bit.
And unlike down below, the floors here are kind of like a wooden, like a hardwood with like this almost like overlapping pattern. There's like actually nice windows and things on this floor. It looks like more homey up here than the hallways you were in down below.
Yeah.
Okay.
That said, all the windows have been like fashioned with blackout curtains. But
Okay.
It's very dark on this floor.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, how dark? So he'll lean into it. He'll try to find this key, and I'll go down the hallway. Yeah. just down.
Eventually, you come to a splitting point in the hallway where it continues down to what looks like a doorway. Would the doorway there be closed, Nick?
I'm trying to remember which room this is. I think all the... There's like one room in here that's like somebody's private chamber. And I think that one's not open. But the other doors are open.
Okay. Then basically, the room you see down there at the bottom looks like a... Oops. Trying to open the door. Looks like a lavatory bathroom or something like that.
Okay.
This one down here.
Yep. And then to the right, you can see where the stairs would have come up from the front. And it looks like there are entranceways to a couple other rooms that way.
I'll go that way.
Okay.
As you walk that way, make a perception check.
21.
Okay. Let me see. You have a feeling like you're being watched. Like somebody is here.
Fully looking everywhere.
Yeah, but you don't see anybody.
And that's very
You
frustrating.
maybe like hear a faint rustling, and it's hard to tell where it's.
Okay. He has to remind himself it's a game. Fine. But there is some embers? Does he hear anything? Nothing. Okay. I think he continues that way, like the way opposite to the. There. Oh wait, is that a door?
Yep, there's a door right here, and this one would be open because you said everything but private chambers is open.
Oh yeah, I'll check that out.
In here, it looks like. Why can't I move you? There we go. It looks like a washroom.
Oh, that's so.
You can see it's a fairly normal-looking washroom, but it's been festooned with these sort of like spider webs that like aren't real. And the tub is filled with a red liquid.
Can I tell it's not blood?
Make a easily passable perception check.
Watch me get a nat one. Hold on.
Is it totally
Is it
blood?
a nat one? Oh no!
It's totally blood.
Okay, I'm gonna switch dice.
I think it's great. That's perfect dice for this.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You're a soldier. You've seen blood, and that's blood.
And that, I think he goes closer to inspect it to make sure, even though that's not real protocol. I put my hand in or something.
Taste it.
I'm gonna taste it, but I would put it at least. He'll panic for a sec. Blood? What happened here? Embers? And then he'll approach it and touch it.
Yeah, make it as you're leaning over to touch it and putting it. Make another perception check.
Okay, there we go. That's a 19 plus 24.
Okay. You feel just a finger brush the back of your neck.
Full on
And you whirl around and there's nothing there.
Oh my god.
But as you turn around, though, you realize there's another door out a different direction from this room.
Okay. And to confirm, once he puts his hand in, he knows it's not blood, right?
Yeah,
okay, he's...
You know the consistency of blood. This is clearly dyed water.
Okay.
The lighting was
perfect.
God.
Incredible. Okay, yeah, I'll make my way down.
This door lets you out onto kind of the other side of the landing, where you can kind of look down and see the first floor and hear those wails coming up from below. And also maybe a draft or something like that. I don't know, it's breezy. And across the way, there's another door that would be open. Sorry, I had them all closed by default. That almost seems to have, grass on the floor inside of it.
Yeah, I'll head that way.
Okay.
As you approach that door, make another perception check.
That's a 20.
A dirty 20 or not 20?
Not 20.
Ooh.
And 25.
Okay. You can see if you move down just a couple spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Is there a hallway down there?
No, it doesn't loop anywhere from here.
Oh, okay.
It's like a dead end.
In that case, I think what you see is you just are taking a look around you all the time, on edge.
Super paranoid.
And you see a figure in a black cloak at the edge of your dark vision, just scuttling away.
Oh, I'm gonna chase that.
Who's the stalker?
What's your speed?
Shit. You're just regular 30.
You round this corner and she's gone.
She?
The
Yeah.
figure.
I didn't catch anything other than
30 is way too slow to catch.
No, I've heard. I've heard. I think I'm gonna explore in this general direction then. I'll go to the right. And then maybe...
You come to another hallway that runs north-south, and as you look to the southern direction, it looks like there's like a stone temple room.
Okay.
And up to the northern direction, there's your dark vision cuts off up there. It looks like.
Okay. Let's go check out the southern.
Yeah, there's like a
Pretty.
stone room with like a little altar in here. Would it be decorated at all?
I think we let Izzy decorate this room.
Oh boy.
Is he the one who does not care about
Yep.
this at all? Great.
There are easy. There are basically like wooden cutouts of what look like dragon heads that are painted in the colors of chromatic dragons, and they all have these like ferocious like growls on their face, like they're just all like baring teeth. And as you kind of enter the room, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Oh no, that's a 4.
The red wooden dragon head that's kind of mounted on the back wall, like directly opposite from you, suddenly launches off of the wall towards you, and it just like gets your panic reflex up, and you manage to like get your shield up and like block it, and it's just like a wooden thing that just kind of clatters against your shield, but your heart is racing.
I think I'd fall back too, like just from the start, just like.
And then the wooden head's on like a spring that kind of starts coiling back.
How would they do such a thing? Yeah, I think it takes him a second to like compose himself and just be like, for the 4th time at this point, reminds himself, it's a game, it's just a game, not serious, it's fine. Someone's just messing with me. And he's gonna go north.
Go north?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you off of the wall, actually. You find another stairway up that way.
Yeah. This one is very similar to the last one. Like, the way upward is locked with a little padlock. Way downward is clear.
Oh right, I'm supposed to be looking for a key. I forgot about that. That's my bad. That's not art being done, that's just me. Well, also, he's paranoid.
Yeah.
He's very distracted with other things.
Yeah. If I were a key, where would I be?
I've only searched one room so far.
That's true. Oh yeah, but I didn't do...
You were like at the entrance to another room.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, actually, what's if I go up here, it just connects to the hallway with the... Okay. Oh.
Yep. There's like a central sitting room in between what looks like 2 bed chambers that I think are they roped off or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, the sitting room is open.
Yeah, can I do like a general... Oh, I guess that would be investigation, right?
There's like a figure sort of like sitting on the couch that is like dressed in like morning black with a veil over its face.
Hello?
No response.
Can I tell if this is a living person or just like a mannequin or something?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh god, watch me fail this shit again. Yep, that's a nat 1.
Are you kidding me?
Again, yeah, no, I'm like very, like, I've
Very
rolled
extreme.
multiple nat
might
20s,
be-
multiple nat 1s. This is
might
insane.
be a new record for the number of nat ones in a second.
Yeah, no, it's really
That's
bad.
saying something.
You're not sure. It might be a trick of light, but it might not be. You think you saw its head move a little bit toward you.
Okay, I'm gonna approach it. And, like, say less cautiously and more directly, like, hello?
No answer.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it.
You poke it and its body doesn't give way. You realize as you touch it that this thing is wood. There's like wood underneath this.
Don't break this one too, please.
I think at this point, like, he's just... But also, it takes a moment to, like, appreciate the level of effort that has been put into making this his own personal hell. He's
They're gonna send kids through this nonsense later.
Can I check the room for a key?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh god, I have a -2 in investigation, so that's not gonna... Yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah, you like try and politely toss the room. Not actually like messing things up in here, but you don't find a key.
Okay. I'm sorry, can you remind me what the this is because Gabo has a very short-term memory. What the initial thing I read was? It was something about the silver beast.
The silver stalk. It was like, search for the key, but beware of the silver stalker as you look.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to make my way back to that courtyard-looking room.
Oh yeah, the one with like actual grass in it for some reason? Zach, you're gonna have to scroll south. Yep, as you kind of set foot in here, it is actual grass under your foot.
Oh wow.
And there's like a big mossy boulder and like tree roots and things growing up the wall. There's flowers and mushrooms growing in here, and at the back of the room is a large dollhouse that kind of takes up the entire back wall of the room.
Ooh. I was gonna ask if I could check if this room feels magical, but my Arcana is -2, so let's not even bother with that. I want to check the dollhouse.
Okay. Is there anything unique going on in this room that's not usually the case, Nick?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not in the room itself.
Okay.
We peek into the dollhouse.
In there.
There is a little doll, like made up to look like a pixie, wearing this like green and purple outfit, and the doll's face has been painted with like a whale on its mouth and like tears in its eyes. And the doll is clutching a key.
That's so sad, but he was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make one other perception check.
Oh god. Oh, 8.
All right. You feel a hand again on your back, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, snap.
Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Out of 14? No, that's a 4. Plus 10?
You feel just like paralyzed for a second. Just like this touch has rendered you completely unable to move and just like stunned.
That's terrifying.
You're telling me.
And you hear a voice in your ear.
Put it back.
Might want to say that louder into the microphone.
Put it back. You can see, if anyone's watching, you can see like sweats, beads of sweat forming in art.
And it takes a few seconds before it wears off, but when it does, there's nobody in the room.
He's gonna run to the stairs.
You're gonna have to move the camera, Zach.
Can I make another perception check? As I'm running, can I make another perception check for the figure?
Yes.
Ugh.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a... Yeah. It's a 10 total.
And you come to the stairs and unlock the padlock.
Yeah.
And are able to proceed upward. So I will move you to... Once again, I guessed your location wrong, so I need to move you to the other place. Alright, there we go. You come up to the top of these stairs, and it doesn't go any higher.
Okay.
So you seem to have reached the top floor, but you're in a small stone chamber with a single door out of the room.
Okay, I go through the door.
It creaks open. And you come out onto the what looks like the roof of this keep. Elwyn, what does he see?
You can turn off the dynamic lighting for a second so I can see what's going on. That'd be great. I think that...
Just a second, I have to remember how to do that.
If I'm remembering the architecture of the roof of this building well enough, it's like the outer walkway, which is open air, and then the inside, there's like a building on the inside. Can you zoom out so I can see it?
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, thank you.
I
That's
zoomed
easier
out
for
like
me to
that's
look
gonna
at.
do anything.
I can't remember if these were solid wall building.
Around the building in the center is solid walls.
And how far across is it?
I'm just trying to...
The building itself. Let me just get my measure tool.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, so basically around the outside of this building, you see these kind of really deep purple viney plants with very large thorns, and they seem to be kind of pulsating and thriving. And there's like more of that like fog machine nonsense happening. So like the rooftop, the outer walkways are covered in this like layer of fog by your feet. But there is a doorway leading into the inner building.
I think you'll...
And you can see like purple ivy with these weird flowers blooming, just crawling up the outside of this building.
He's gonna steal himself and go through the door. Almost there.
Yeah. So it's dark inside the building. But you can clearly see in the very center there is a dome of darkness. And as you walk through the door, you can hear whispering in your ears, as if it's right on your shoulder. And you hear a voice saying, "If you are truly brave, venture into the heart of darkness and follow the cold."
All the cold. Okay. It's fine. It's a game. It's fine. He'll walk to the center of this room.
Yeah, so as soon as you enter the darkness, I need you to make a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
great. That's better. 15?
Not good enough.
Shit.
Not for Elwyn spell save. Are you
Oh, true.
More like spell win. Better than smell win.
So what looks to the outside as just like this orb of kind of strange darkness in the middle of the room, you walk in and immediately there are just these dazzling lights inside. Starlight, but brighter than you've ever seen before, and you're rendered blind by it. Momentarily. And you hear a voice. And it says, "If you seek your prize, you will find the chest of ice somewhere hidden in this dark."
I see. Get it?
I see. I see.
I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm gonna... Do I feel the cold emanating from any particular place?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Not that you need it.
Yeah, not the way I'm rolling. Okay. It's still 16.
And how are you trying to sense the cold?
That's a good question.
What do you do?
Well, I have fire inside me, so I assume that maybe I'm kind of like more attuned to like these shifts. I don't know.
More
maybe
sensitive.
I'm more sensitive. Like maybe I'm like touching around. Maybe I'm like getting on the floor, like touching, like feeling around the air. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so you are using all of your senses except your sight
Basically.
to try and feel the cold. And
Is this magical darkness?
oh yeah,
Oh, so my dark vision is shot. I can't see.
it's
Okay.
kaput. Not to
Fully,
mention
I can see like
the-
my hand in my face.
the
maybe.
starlight inside this orb
Mhm.
dazzled you.
Yeah.
Momentarily. It
Yeah,
lasts like 6 seconds, but you're still kind of like dazed. So
Yeah.
you can't rely on your eyes right now, but you do sense, if you still your mind long enough,
Mhm.
there is a drifting in the air
Mhm.
that points you in a direction.
Okay, I want to follow that.
I will
Just kind
say,
of like
though,
fully focused.
as you feel that cold rift with the blindness, it's just you and the cold, and you have a flashback for a moment of a dark cave by yourself on a mountainside, trying to
Oof.
survive a night of cold in the dark when you know people might be looking for you.
And as you walk, you hear footsteps coming from elsewhere, and more whispers that are indistinct. And what sounds like a fey laugh somewhere. A little giggle. And from directly ahead of you, you hear another whisper. Older. Your vision comes back,
Okay.
and now you are in what looks like an expanse of stars.
Oh.
The night sky is eternal here, and it expands in all directions.
I think he stops moving for a second. And just takes it all in. I do have a question. Has Art experienced like magic like quite like this? Like would he have?
Probably not. Nothing like to this extent.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, magic in this world, like people who can use magic other than like divine magic are special.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't always the case, but in recent years,
As long as he's been alive, at least.
there's been like a dwindling of magic. So this is probably something very new to you.
I think he straight up. If anyone was like next to him, like right next to him, they would notice like that there's tears in his eyes, because it is overwhelmingly breathtaking, and he's dealing with like how just incredible this is versus the feelings of like that cold taking him back to like a dark place. So it's almost like feeling too much at the same time, to the point that it's overwhelming. His body doesn't know what to do, so he kind of just stops, and he's like,
You feel a hand take your hand,
I think he leans into it.
and a voice. What is it?
This is beautiful. I've never seen anything.
Are you afraid?
A little.
Why did you come here? What will you do with your...
And at that moment, he remembers that this is all a game for a festival. And he doesn't really have an answer for you. He's just like, I came in search of a friend. I don't even know what the prize is, quite honestly. But this is incredible. Did you do this?
I had help.
How?
You make it through this, I'll tell you everything.
Okay. What else do I need to do?
Go in the right way.
Okay.
The hand squeezes yours and then releases.
Okay.
And you hear the footsteps.
He'll follow.
Follow my
Nicole.
voice, you hear as she runs off.
He'll do that.
Okay.
Try to follow that direction.
Not too long before you burst through the darkness back into light. And as you step through, there is this beautiful ice sculpture of the Silver Seekers.
Wow.
And they are extending their hands to you. And standing at the base, you see Elwyn. And she has her hands out as well. You made it!
Aw.
Congratulations!
I think he's still a little, like, dazed and, like, kind of shakes himself and, like, thank you. Wow. That was quite the experience, I will say. I wasn't quite prepared for, I don't know what I expected. That certainly wasn't it.
People find themselves in the middle of the night sometimes.
Yeah.
And you've shown quite a bit of courage. So you've earned this. He hands you a little slip of paper. And on it, it says, voucher good for one training session with the famous Torin Brenworm.
Does this name mean anything?
Talented seeker, or trainer of the Silver Seekers.
Okay.
Roll a history check. Probably not, I'm gonna say, but there's a chance.
No, it's just a 10.
No. It doesn't, no.
You may not need this from what I've seen, but you can consider it a free pass to come and talk with us anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, all this was for the festival? Like, all this...
Oh yeah, it's just a bit of fun, really.
Oh, wow. Oh, and then he thinks back, I'm so sorry. I think I broke one of your things on the first floor. I can help fix it.
Well, you know, I warned him something like that might happen if he came at them so strongly, but he didn't want to listen to me. It's his own fault, really. Come on, let me show you the back way out so you don't have to go through that again.
Okay, thank you.
Like, there's, like, probably, like, a side entrance where I, like, shepherd him down.
Maybe, like, you go partway there and then, like, Bachelor comes and gets him and brings him the rest of the way out.
Yeah.
What are, you guys have to describe Bachelor for?
Oh yeah, so partway through, maybe once you get like down the first staircase, a tall older gentleman with it's normally a butler's outfit, but in this case he has like a skeleton mask on and stuff. That's like you can still see his big mustache, his big bushy white mustache and stuff, and he's right this way, sir. And he kind of brings you down and through the keep to like the exit.
Yeah.
So you don't get in the way of other people or whatever, and you know you can kind of safely pass by.
Ember's like is still in her like black stalker outfit with like the hood down this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like runs up to wait, he can't leave yet.
Oh,
he's still got the key. I need that key back.
oh right.
Oh, I should have asked him for that. Sorry, Amber.
No, I made you spares. Remember, they're in the other room.
Oh, okay.
So that we can. It's all right. We'll get this. The key. Please.
Do I hear all of this
Yes.
happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Embers?
Absolutely.
Alright?
You're here.
I didn't realize that was you with the armor on.
That was you chasing me?
Sorry about that.
He's like mad for a second, but then it's just happy to... In our rapport, would a hug be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he like grabs you into a hug and is like, I am so glad to see you.
How are you out?
Question. I don't know that it was them who caused the
No.
commotion, right?
No. They did not.
Make an insight check though, because Evans is a terrible liar.
16?
You beat my 3.
What are you lying about, though?
That I don't know how he got out, or I can't guess how he got out.
You know that the Wormblust Crusader, the big part of
This is a fact.
This is a fact.
the prison break.
Okay. So when you ask me, like, I think, I will say I don't think he fully processes that. Maybe he will later. It's like, it was the craziest thing. A group came into the penitentiary and like started They caused a lot of chaos. They freed some people. They messed up Arius's office.
It was covered in milk.
It made it impossible to find anything in that room. But yeah, a group and I tried our luck trying to get out. But unfortunately, I was the only one to get out.
Yeah. Who else?
And I'll mention some.
Yeah.
Later,
what else were their names? Hold on. Where's my? Oh, I'm in my Amber Heart.
I don't know my lore.
I think it's like Lavana.
Gideon
yeah.
Blackscale.
Yeah.
Lavenna.
There we go.
General Morgren Casket Maker. Mace. Illyra. And Bran the Betrayer.
Yeah. I don't know if... I assume... Would you have known any of those names? I assume so. You would have at least known, like, Lavenna, because we'd been in there the same amount of time.
Theon as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would have been the one I was most heartbroken about. But...
I'm sorry.
Me too. Illyra's kid still around. I promised her I would try to find it. But we can talk of that later. I'm just so glad I found you.
You came looking for me?
Yeah, you were the first person I thought of when I managed to leave. And I assume at this point months.
Basically about a month.
About a month.
Which in this world is like 40 days.
Yeah.
Zach hates me for it.
I don't hate it. I love it.
Yeah, I guess not many other people we knew would have been out and around for you to look up.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything I can help you with?
It is cold.
The cold, apparently. There is something, but I know you're in the middle of your festival, and this was quite the trial, might I add. Is there any chance we could speak later?
Oh.
I don't know what's happening with my accent right now. It's going all over
do
the
your
place.
thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Of course. We'll be here off and on throughout the day. We have some time carved out to kind of go and look around the festival. Where can I catch up with you?
Is there like,
You saw like a town square?
yeah. We meet at the town square then. I'll be around. There's quite a lot of like festivities and liveliness. This is great.
Cooped up here doing this and the whole festival. Right out.
I saw some kids reenacting a battle with like a dragon. It was great.
I will clarify, there will be plenty of time. This festival goes to like midnight tonight and then midnight
Okay.
tomorrow again as well. So, like all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad to see you and see that you're okay. I want to clarify. I didn't come to burden you. I needed to see a familiar face after so long.
I understand. But listen, it's no burden. We help people. That's what the Silver Seekers are. If you need help with something, we can help.
In summary, there's a friend I need to save, basically. There's a friend, my companion, Lumbra, was taken. Arius gave me a hint of where she might be right now.
How can you be sure he was telling the truth?
He showed you some official papers.
He seemed very defeated when I was trying to rifle through his wet documents. And he kind of just pointed me in the right direction. He said he admired me for trying to do the right thing, right old wrongs, like that.
I see. Well, we do have to run our. I think we have to get everything reset and all the everything back to its places for now. But later, I'll find you later.
Yeah. No, keep doing your thing. And I'm so sorry. I hope it wasn't one of your things. I think I broke a thing on the first floor.
I don't know how to make those.
Came at me, and I just kind of like.
That's my other friend.
Oh.
His name is Tim.
Obvious lie.
Okay, then tell Tim. I'm very sorry. I'm happy to try to help, but I don't know if I would be much help actually. But yes, I will meet you at the festival later.
Alright, yeah, I'll see you around.
And your friend
Elwyn.
Elwyn, she's lovely.
She is.
And I think with that, he'll give her another hug, say goodbye, and he'll leave feeling just a sense of ease that he hasn't felt in 40 days or so.
Silver Seekers. You have to reset your keep and work it a little bit longer, because per the set hours you've set for the festival. But you've got a little bit of time. The next guest hasn't arrived yet. Or anything you want to talk about?
Hey, that guy who just came through, I know him. His name is Art. He needs help.
He seemed like someone who needed help. And I only met him very briefly. It seemed like someone weighed down by it.
Apparently, I think he broke out during the confusion that we caused.
Out of penitentiary?
He's been spending the last month trying to get here.
Did you... And
No, I don't think he knows anything about our involvement.
But you knew him before? You
In
didn't
prison.
know he was still in there?
I think Embers looks kind of ashamed and says, yeah, I knew he was there. We knew it was going to be hard getting Basil out. And Adrix on top of that, I didn't see room for them.
And unlike Adrix, like, Art doesn't look old and frail and like liable to die in the cold climes of the prison, you know?
Yeah.
I think that is probably like the point Embers makes, is like, Adrix needed to get out. That day, he couldn't survive. I personally had to fend off an assassination attempt against that. Art, I hate to play this calculus, but it's a little bit sturdier than that.
If we'd only had time to free everyone who's wrongly, then I understand that's not what we went in there for. I guess we should count ourselves lucky that he made it to us. Oh.
Was lucky from everything he said. As a group, he survived.
You know where to find him, or?
He said he'll meet me later in the town square.
All right. We're currently open for employment. You want to help him? Can at least hear him out.
I think we should.
With that?
He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any friend. We're all he has. I'm all he has.
Well, we're putting up a couple people already. What's one more? We should invite him to stay with us.
I agree.
Now, Art, you don't know that they're planning to extend an invitation to stay with them. Do you want to try and scout out an inn in the town,
for sure.
or do you want to like peruse some of the booths?
I think now that he... Oh, wait. I think he is on... Now that he's made contact with Ember, he's like, okay, great, I heard the festival is going to be a few days, so like he's fully planning on going to an inn, but a booth catches his eye and you're going to tell me which one that is.
There's one I want to save for when you're with Embers.
Okay.
So I won't make it that one.
Yeah.
So in general, I have the festival set up so that you can all go around together and kind of compete a little bit. But there are some things that are not really competitions, and maybe one of those catches your eye.
Okay, also, can I do another perception check for the
Yes.
cool stuff? Yeah.
You're gonna get way ahead on this one.
Come on. Okay, yeah, that's an 18 plus 5. 23.
23?
This one I'm really excited. I'm like, yeah, roll them now.
You find another tableau with 3 of these rabbit children. There are so many rabbit children.
Of course there are.
Yep. There's 3 of them, but 2 of them are sharing one costume that is like the front and back of a horse.
Okay.
And this horse has its like hooves manacled in like loose fake manacles, and it is standing before like there's this little booth that's kind of set up in an alleyway, and it looks like a witness stand and like a judge's station, like that you would see at a trial, and the kid who is wearing like the judge's robe that has like a curly wig, the dark judge's robe, is like, you, Mr. Cloppyfoot, stand on trial for murder in the count of 5. And you can cross a horse on trial for murder off your list.
Incredible.
Apologies to listeners for the cat headbutting the microphone.
That's so cute. I just love the idea of like these kids just all over town playing out these scenes. It's so cute.
Yep, you get a stamp of like a horse with its head like in a like a guillotine or something like that, like just waiting to be condemned for murder. Mr. Cloppyfoot, or whatever I said, Cloppyhose. So you found 2 of these now, 2 from your list. And then you were making your way to an inn or to a booth? Booth, okay. Yeah, which one could you do without the silver?
Also, if we want to save them, we would look for another scene and then go to the inn. I really like the scenes. They're so cute.
Well, you're gonna have plenty of time to find the scenes later. I wanted to do this with a prop, but we can do it without.
Prop?
Yeah, I had something prepared for this. You find there's like a really gaudy looking store in the town. Let me find the description for it. It's like it does not keep at all with the town's rustic aesthetic.
Oh boy.
It's got an elegant theme of reds and golds, and I need different music for this. We were leaving it on Amber Hearth for a while. There it is. This is the song for this place. It is a shop with an elegant theme of reds and golds with like explosions of color here and there. There are also like magical effects outside of the shop, like perpetual sparklers in front that let off this like never-ending stream of red and gold sparks. Though occasionally, very occasionally, they change to like rainbow-colored sparks. And the sign above the door features this illusory image of a pink-skinned, purple-haired, silver-eyed tiefling woman with a mischievous grin, like the most mischievous grin you've ever seen, that occasionally winks, smiles, or makes rude gestures. And out front of the shop itself is closed for now. Out front of the shop, there's a young woman who is running a little booth. There seems to be an event here, like a competition event that is set up, or is being set up, but it's not quite ready. And in the meantime, this woman, whose description I will find... Script. There she is. She looks to be young, like 18 or so. My description of her look. There it is. She's got like very pale skin, with like a short bob of jet black hair, and there's a streak of blonde in just one lock of it that swoops down near her very piercing blue eyes. Her face is very round, but she has this like sharp nose. And she's wearing like very kind of prim, dark colored clothings, like blacks and dark blues with occasional accents of white. Today she has on like a skirt with tights underneath and like a collared blouse type of thing. And she's out front of this shop, and she has a deck of cards that she's shuffling.
Ooh. I want to approach her. Hello.
Why, hello! My first out-of-town visitor. Hi, I'm Nadia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Harmony's Wild Magics, my aunt's shop, but I run the branch here.
Magic, you say?
Oh yes. And she kind of like points up at the sign right as the tiefling woman does like a very weird gesture with her hand.
I think he like laughed so hard and just like
My boss, my aunt, is a very interesting character.
He seems fun. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm not quite ready to do my competition, but I've got kind of a little side contribution here. I'm just doing fortune readings, just little ones, little tiny ones.
Oh, I love
Do you want to
that.
draw a card?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I have a deck for this that I forgot to bring. Would you roll a d20 and a d10 together? You have the same one?
I don't know which one you were going to use.
I just have like the deck of many things.
I have that.
Like set? Do I?
Just add them together.
Out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Interesting. The card you draw out, as you kind of turn it around, it has these like a gold fringe around the edge of the card, like a painted gold leaf type thing, and the card itself is painted with like swirls of purple and blue and just like all these colors mixing together. But as you flip the card over onto the table, it has this image of like a brass key in the center of it, and it's like positioned in front of a lock. And she says, the key. The key represents a problem, but a problem to which you have the perfect solution, or the right tool for the job. It represents finding the right approach to a new situation or a troubling situation. And as she reads the card, there's a rush of magic around you. And once at any point during the festival, you can change the result of a d20 roll to a natural 20.
Oh!
At your whim.
I will. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now go fight that wooden construct.
Honestly.
Decimated.
Now, I need to state just a little disclaimer, a little legal disclaimer. My readings here aren't meant to be taken too seriously. This is just for fun. And any magical mishaps that might come as a result of drawing a card are not the liability of Harmony's Wild Magic.
That tracks.
Should you say that before you draw a card?
I'm still warming up.
So you said during the festival I can...
At any point during the festival, you can change the result of a d20 roll into a natural 20.
One of his?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I worded it as a d20 roll.
Not just the one that you observe.
Any d20 roll.
Okay.
You have the perfect solution to whatever problem presents itself.
That's really cool.
Yeah, right.
Man with a plan.
I think I'm gonna thank her and just like he's still very fascinated by magic in general.
Mm-hmm.
So like even something that may seem like a party trick is still like fascinating. Like Thank you so much.
Could you roll a perception check as well?
Fucker.
Oh, is that? Yeah, 19 plus 24.
You feel a brush against your neck. No, I'm kidding. As you kind of like look through the windows of the shop, you can see like just the inside of the shop looks very fun and colorful. But like right in the window, there's a section that is labeled 5-finger discount, and it's set up like a small miniature like fortress, and it seems to be currently being patrolled by like small like bobblehead automatons of like most of them seem to be like this like dark-haired figure with like a glowing sword in like armor, and he's like walking back and forth on walls and in the courtyards. And then up in one of the towers there's a I guess another dark-haired figure, but this one with kind of like more tannish colored skin, darker colored skin, and he's got like a big bow that's like trained down on the courtyard. And then sailing the moat around this little miniature fortress, there is what looks like a pirate ship captained by a figure of a woman in like, she has like purple pantaloons. Yep. And she's got like a headband around her hair and just like a big grin on her face.
The belaying pin.
Yep.
This is like a game?
And then like in the center of this fortress there's like a pile of knickknacks. And the whole section is labeled 5-finger discount.
And that's inside the store.
That's inside the store, so it's not open at the moment.
Yeah.
Just the inside.
We'll make a note of that.
The point I'm trying to make is the inside of the store looks very fun.
Oh yeah.
Save your 20 for that thing.
Yeah, I will.
The other thing that I'd say you notice is
Child screaming.
Yep.
Hear a child scream.
Underneath Nadia's chair, you spot a book with a bookmark in it. I'm trying to see who it's by. Nope. I can't remember what the name of the author was that she liked. Oh, it's titled Engine of Chaos, and it's by Luathra Arkenray. And it looks like a well-worn book. Like it's been read several times before.
Does this name mean anything to me?
Do you read much?
Maybe in prison. Yeah. Train and read.
I'm sure they allow this sort of book in prison.
Fair.
Well, then again,
Fair.
I think Emra's read a lot of these in prison. So probably they do.
Well, this isn't a romance book.
Oh, it's not?
This is the type of book that Nadia likes.
Oh, I see.
This is the
right.
fiction books.
Okay.
No, I don't think this book would have been present in prison.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's what you see.
Yeah, no, he is fully coming back here when it's up. He's very excited too.
Okay. With that, you spend a little bit of time, I think, kind of drifting around the festival, and eventually you realize it's probably getting to be close to time to meet up with Embers. And so you kind of head back to the town square. And as you do so, you hear shouts coming from that direction, and people start running away. Kind of like you have to fight a little bit against the crowd to get towards that direction.
Oh yeah, I've booked it.
Okay. I need to change this music. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe this one? A little bit not what I was going for. Yep, there we go. You run out into the square of the city, and you see most of the square has been cleared of civilians at this point, but there are two groups kind of facing off against each other. And they look like real, like, rough and tumble thug types.
Okay.
One of the groups is in kind of like what you'd expect from, like, typical small city ruffians, that kind of garb. Mm-hmm. The other ones are in these, like, robes of red and black and green and white. And they seem about to get like basically come to blows. Like some of them are like drawing clubs and like axes and swords, and they are basically about to come to blows. And you see simultaneously coming out from this hall that stands adjacent to the square a small contingent of Imperial Wardens, who you would reckon as basically like the soldier group that kind of like keeps peace in the Empire. And the person at the head of the Imperial Wardens shouts, "Hey! Hey! Stop that now! This is a festival! None of that! You guys disperse!" And it looks like things are about to come to blows. We will pick up there next week.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god.
I could maybe show you the battle map real quick if you want, and then we'll call it quits.
Oh my
god.
Wow. There's so many people. There's a lot.
So you've got Art here coming out of the edge of the alley, and then you've got these two groups facing off in the center of the square, and then up towards the top you've got a warden captain and a small group of wardens coming to disperse this.
Oh my god.
And we'll pick up there next week.
Well,
thank you all for playing. Thank you to anyone who came to watch. We'll be back with more of this Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you then.
Bye.
Good night.
bye.